Alright guys, welcome. We're back. Got another edition of Tito.tv, guys. We're gonna be playing a little bit of Madden. Um so we're focused on the Browns Yr.1 team for the fantasy. So welcome. That's the gist of things. Um Pay attention, catch up. Wow. Oh well. If they would have been undefeated, I'd give them the rest, but they didn't do it, so that's it. Trade's over. Damn. Darius Slade Jr. has caused many problems for people and offenses in recent weeks. He's a fantastic player, and he's going to get his. I've proven throughout my career. I don't know if there's any surefire way to stop him. I will make a team effort. Hold the Darius Slade Jr. corner to one interception or no fumbles. So no interceptions or forced fumbles. Wow. All right. Darius Slade will have his X factor the entire game. So he's pumped, huh? Okay, whatever. Boo boo smacks, just losing taskers. Why so serious? Now why don't you run your mouth? Well, why don't you shut your mouth? You dirty little. So why don't you shut your mouth? You dirty little trick.
When are you going to be playing Midnight Sun?
So I should have Midnight Suns. Let me look at my little lineup. It should be next, actually. As soon as this game's over, it'll be right around 4, I think. 4 o'clock, we should be going. And if you have a Twitter, you can follow me. I try to keep up the most there. I mean, I've got a social media everywhere, Facebook, all of it. And I appreciate you following me. All right, guys. So I'm just finishing up some posting. Got to get the Twitter rolling. All right. We'll go ahead and do these offers. I don't think this guy is going to commit, so I'm not going to give him a lot of money. So at this point, we'll offer him 1 year. With a $2 million bonus. That'll be right there what he asked for. Well, you know what? Go on in. I don't want to play with you. Just made me mad. All right, punter. He wants 3.3 million a year, yo. Like, what is wrong with you? And I gave him like 5. That's 6 million for 3 years. Wow.
I follow you on Instagram.
Okie dokie. I need to do better with Instagram. I've got to do better with Instagram. Thank you for reminding me, man. I've got to do better with Instagram. I'll be putting it on the back burner. I need to do better. I will, though. Oh, how much is that? 3 million? Alright, 4 million for 7. Come on. There we go. Now we talking. Left tackle. He wants 3 million for a year, so almost.
The early hours of February 11th, 2022, 36-year-old Morris Richard Jones III. Morris Richard Jones III. In the early hours of February 11th, 2022, 36-year-old Morris Richard Jones III.
Alright, so let's go ahead and upgrade the players. We can go ahead and get this game started. We got Danny, Jaden, and Carson Strong. Carson Strong, I think, is who I picked up. I don't even remember. I know now we can't do no more trades, so we're pretty much stuck where we're at. 7-1. Alright, so we're facing a mean defense. I don't know. We'll see. I cannot believe.
task at hand, patrol officers responded to the scene where they initially thought they were attending an address with 3 complete innocent bystanders. For 2 of them, that was the case, but it would only take 1 to put multiple lives in danger, even that of an infant child.
It's week 10 of the National Football League. And up next is Darius Slay. He's coming off the bye week, ready to return to the field. It's the Dolphins and the Browns, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Police officers in the process. The only context we have to try and build a picture to this moment.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we hit week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, this is a contest truly worthy, I guess you would say, calling it a showdown. We have the league's #1 passing game going up against the league's #1 pass defense. Time to decide which of the league's best is truly supreme.
And for fans who love this game, who follow the NFL, a matchup like this in the regular season can't really get any better, can it? And I know it's only the regular season, but the intensity that I'm feeling so far, already like a playoff atmosphere.
Wow, that's good. And if you're hearing anything in the background, that's just a TV show I'm watching because it's crazy. This dude trying to kill everybody. I think I have him at Phoenix.
Set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
I don't know. I wonder if that officer got hit.
Sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And that's incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Darnold down to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man, I think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now
before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play,
so that one overturns. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38.
So the special vehicles and shields to get there to see. After the baby was recovered by officers, shots were fired on the vehicle as a damage.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't complete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay down.
Damn, bro. This is crazy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Damn.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold able to hit his target. Claypool finding room at midfield, and he'll be taking.
Jesus, this dude has a hell of a rap sheet.
That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Claypool with another catch. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Darnold's throw taken in by Landry. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the plot with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Darnold. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Darnold, completion here to Claypool. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on a catch and run. 31 yards. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense.
Have fun.
Out comes Cleveland. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off the hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are the first or second seed come playoff time.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Winston. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Browns at 7-1 now on the year. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Winston. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Zay Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking themselves.
Pate's attorney looks frustrated. Judge is fed up with Pate's flip-flop.
I think we're done at this point in time. I think we're done. Where I think we are today is that on the one hand,
Darnold on 1st down.
Oh,
that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now we got to go out there and get a spark going again and try to slow down this comeback.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Start adjusting to the outside again.
Ball reception. Winston. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Moments earlier during cross-examination of the state witness.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd down and goal. Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 6 yards away. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an awful.
But when she pulls away, the bailiff wrestles her to the floor.
Jesus. These fuckers going at it, bro.
Other deputies arrive and continues to resist.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one swung out to Montgomery.
Oh, man.
He's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Darnold.
And if we'd have did that,
And that is incomplete.
we'd have what?
17 seconds
Served 5 years in the federal
penitentiary.
penitentiary. You can't fucking, man.
To a 2nd and 10.
White
Darnold.
people.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete.
Jesus.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To the air again, Darnold. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break. Darnold toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game heading to break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Alan Lazard, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. 3 touchdown passes there for Mac Jones.
Okay, and you admit now, oh, it was a bad decision.
Let's check on
How was
one
not a
final
bad
game
decision?
for
You
you.
fucking did it.
In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
When he's finished, the judge has one thing to ask the defendant.
Got a question. Let's see what she's got to say.
Why did you take the money?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Screwed up.
Winston now to throw on first down.
Oh, shit.
Darius Slay with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out.
That's obvious.
One play and
You're not allowed to hold off this when you get cards or anything like that. I love you, babe. Have a great one. Oh, damn it, man.
Script going for the second half, not just the one that they operate off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this won't make it. Off the crossbar and no good. And a big letdown there as this remains a tie game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Jameis to throw it.
No!
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game.
Here's Darnold. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They try again with Montgomery. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the game. A 4th. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Winston. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Winston's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Winston now. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Guaranteed to approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play.
On 1st down, Darnold. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. On second down. Montgomery. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. To throw is Darnold. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be
Let's go.
Right at the 40. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. Here's Chubb. Back-to-back catches for him. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A huge mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Able to find Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Winston. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Winston to throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Dolphins have just... So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old...
Back in 2008, his 20-year marriage to their mother, Amy Pointer, his high school sweetheart, began to unravel.
Signs started showing up that something was amiss. He was shorter with conversations. He wasn't home as much. There were excuses when he was gone.
Then Nicole discovered her dad had a second cell phone.
That was the initial realization that there was somebody else.
And eventually this other woman, you learned her name.
It was Chasey Tyler Mormon.
Chasey was a 20-year-old working as a nurse aide. She was introduced to Robert through a mutual friend.
From the first moment that I met him in person, we were never part of it.
What was his marital status?
As far as I knew, he was separated.
And she continued to go to the station to kind of let him know that she was interested, and did that quite often.
She pursued Bob. She pursued Bob.
We've been married 20 years, and here's a young girl that's giving him attention, and I just think that she continued to try and, fill any need and be there.
We started seeing each other in December of 2007, and I was pregnant by May of 2009.
Robert and Chasey were married on December 28, 2009. She was 22. He was 40.
I knew I wanted to marry him.
What is it about Robert that you fell in love with?
He's goofy. He would just make me laugh.
But almost 7 years later, Chasey says the couple's love faded. And that night in the squad car, Chasey decided to share her frustrations.
I was being stupid when we got married. I didn't want to be married anymore. We've been having problems. I was coming to meet him at the junction box so we could talk.
What do y'all fight over?
He's trying to take my daughter away from me.
Just over an hour after Chasey Pointer held her husband's bloodied head in her hands, she kept giving Sergeant Neek details, not of the shooting,
We're trying to work on
but of the state of her marriage. Why would he try to take your daughter away? Like what reason did he give you?
He knows that that's what's going to hurt me the most.
It's Madden NFL 23. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Bills and the Browns, next on Madden Football.
Chasey says 3 years into their marriage.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week,
and we are underway in Buffalo. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. And how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean,
hey, Google.
2 touchdown passes. That was impressive.
Hey, Google.
And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism.
Take some pictures of you real quick. Although she wasn't under arrest, she was read her rights.
Look up at me. All right, listen to me. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
But Chasey kept on talking.
Been friends?
Revealing what she was up to before that fateful rendezvous with her husband.
Whose house was that?
Michael Garza. Hanging out with someone named Michael Garza.
Are you and Michael Garza dating or anything like that? Y'all have a relationship?
Yes.
Well, then that red flag goes off. Did y'all have a date?
And this passer.
A first down throw for Winston. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. First carry for Nick Chubb. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 74 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Winston. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. The Browns at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
They go play action. Winston. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First down, Winston. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And Chubb will try the middle here. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Jameis to throw it. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it?
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Shifts by him, and some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st and 10, Winston. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. Touchdown, Browns. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business.
That time, it was a gunshot.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo looks to throw. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a dump off here, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He's able to find Melton, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jameis now on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Winston now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Winston. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd and goal, Winston, quick slant, complete to Melton. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Final play of the half here. Winston. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Chasing Pointer's placed a victim, and then she uses that to manipulate. Here we go.
She texted Garza from that Mexican vacation with a couple was
and with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
This is Brad Golden.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Security camera video. He says chasing.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So here are the Browns to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Caught by Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And here's Rodgers on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No.
Investigators knew about the mission, planned the mission to murder your husband for money.
That's what they say.
Look at me. They're right, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
On July 10th, 2018, the prosecution put the alleged triggerman Michael Garza on trial. He had pleaded not guilty. When Garza took the stand,
Here we go.
announcements implicating Chase.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Rodgers to return it. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cleveland offense making their way out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Jameis to throw it. He's got a man, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw, Winston. They set up the screen to Chubb. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
After the 4th hour.
Hey. Okay, then, hey.
Chasing Pointer was found.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, I wish the staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Here we go. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Quickly, a slant to Renfro. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds Robinson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Garoppolo. They intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And
let's go.
The Bears are going to take possession of the football. Now Chubb running right. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They run again on first down. Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And again, it's Chubb. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Learn who you are as a time. You make mistakes. A guy that you meet in a class. He's so different.
They'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll give it to Chubb, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Really, your roommates spending some time together, drinking a little wine, playing some board games, just kind of enjoying it.
Stay up for the night. And when
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet.
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing all right, bro. How are you?
3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big in a major part.
Finally, about to wrap it up.
Taking their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. They're all finished in the bound down at Houston. And it was the Commanders that came away victorious there. Marquise Brown, he had a touchdown reception to help the cause. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin this drive with Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm good. I moved to Florida last month trying to find a home.
Oh, that is awesome. I've got some family in Florida. Florida's an awesome place. There it is.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today.
I used to live in Georgia.
Oh, okay. So you used to live right next door to me. I'm in South Carolina. So, I've been to Georgia to work and stuff like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever lived in Georgia, but I've traveled to Georgia a lot. Been there, stayed there, things like that. Georgia's cool, too.
When Wilmington University student Haley Anderson first disappeared from her off-campus apartment, her close friend and roommate, Josie Arton, says she wasn't that alarmed.
When I first didn't hear from her, I didn't think, oh, something terrible has happened.
It was early March 2018, and back in Haley's hometown of Westbury, New York, her mother, Karen Anderson, didn't even know her 22-year-old daughter was missing.
I don't talk to her every day.
Not when I get pulled when you have to go outside smoke.
Okay.
Haley was always fiercely...
Yeah, ain't that the damn truth? I do not like cold weather.
The way she dressed, her hair, her personality. The way she
Well, Florida will be a definite good fit.
everybody, she talked to everybody.
Alright, so next time we hop on, we'll be facing Tampa Bay. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Stick right here. Up next, we've got...
In March 2018, graduation was just around the corner.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is right. Yep, we've already said this. I forgot. Anyways, just in case you didn't hear, we have the Midnight Suns from Marvel up next, so stay tuned, guys.